Hi everyone, I'm Phil from Phil's Train Layout. Today we're going to be working on Phil's train layout, this one right here in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little detail to the mini train layout. We're going to add some details to the shelves, and we're going to do a little bit of coloring on the wall to make it look like a backdrop. Stick around, stay tuned, and I'll show you what I did when I come back. Hi everyone, I'm Phil from Phil's Train Layout. So, if you remember on the last episode, I had said that I was going to work on Phil's train layout. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on with that, and I am going to do a little bit more special details for that layout and see how it looks. Um, you know, it's hit and miss, trial and error. I'll see what I can do to liven that up and make it look kind of interesting when I'm looking through the window. So what I started with is I had these, and this was going to be the table that was inside the layout. So it would look inside kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is, so I glued these two together, and I just used a marker just to make it look like it had track on there. And then some of these shelves that I had printed off, what I think I'll do is I'll chop those up into lengths so it'll make it look like there's a train on the layout. And then I'll just paint these, make them look like train and cars, and then I'll just set them on the layout like that. Just pretend that I've already cut these into little pieces, and I'll just cut them into lengths. Whoops. And make them look like they're different train cars and rail cars and whatnot. And then I'll just set a few on there and in different spots and paint them up different colors, make them look, put little black dots where the wheels would be, and just color them up, make it look like there's a train on the layout, and then we'll go from there. So that's my idea for that. So for the shelves that are inside here, what I think I would do is, similar idea as I did with the pop machines. What I did is I googled a bunch of train shelves just to make it look like there's something on the shelves. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these out, and I am going to glue them right in these spots here, just to make it look like there's a whole bunch of trains sitting on the shelves, and go from there. That way when you're looking through the window, it'll look like they're give the assumption that there's a whole bunch of items sitting on the shelves. Because when you look through the window, you can't see in there extremely well. Probably can if you put a light inside. As soon as I get the lighting inside of them, it'll give the appearance that there are a whole bunch of trains on the shelves, and we'll go from there. So I am going to cut a few of these out so that they fit on there, and I'll get a few glued in place, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so what I've done is I have cut out all the pictures that I had Googled and printed off. I cut them all out and set them all in place. I just put a little bit of white glue on the edges of the shelves. Let's find one of my printed off things. So I just put a little bit of glue on the edge of the shelves there, and just kind of set them all in place, and it just gives it the look like it has a whole bunch of different trains on the shelves. Just fill it up just so that they don't look blank, and just gives it a little bit of look. So when we look inside the window, we see a whole bunch of trains on the shelves. See if I can get that to focus for you. And actually makes it look pretty nice in there. Makes it look like there's a whole bunch of stuff on there to display, and just fills it up so it doesn't look so blank. And I think that looks pretty good. So not too bad for a few minutes work, and it kind of fills out those shelves real nice, makes it look good. So we'll continue on from there. What I'm going to do next is see about working on this guy here. So like I said, I would think I'm going to cut up one of my shelves and make it look like there's an engine and a couple of box cars, or even a passenger train on the one side maybe, and I can easily just do some small little painting on there just to make it look like it's actually a train. It doesn't have to be super detailed, because we're just looking through a window, just to give it some life and make it look kind of fancy and whatnot, because I am doing some extra detail on these things just because I can, and just because I want to, and it's actually amusing and fun. So, and it's like everything else. If you're not having fun with one of the hobbies that you have, then it's time to pick a different hobby. But I am actually having a lot of fun with this, and I may be going overboard with some of the detailing that I'm doing. Considering it's so far away on the layout, but it's like some others have said, it's my layout, and I'm gonna have fun with it. So I'm gonna continue on here. I'm gonna cut up this shelf and see if I can make some super tiny trains. I'll come back and I'll show you all the bits and pieces of trains. Hi everyone, I'm back. So what I've been doing so far, and give you a quick little update, I have right in here, so I cut up one of those shelves and I have all these little pieces here, and I'm going to use all of these as little rail cars. So now that I have them all cut up, so a couple engines and some rail cars and whatnot. So what I'll do is I'll just paint them different colors as if they're like a locomotive, and a couple cars, paint them different colors just so that they stand out on the layout. What I did is I just gave the layout, or the mini layout, I gave it a little bit of color just so that it pops in the window as you're looking in the window at Phil's train layout. And then on the backdrop, I started making a little bit of a backdrop. Doesn't look like much at the moment, and even as I was doing it, it really didn't look like a whole lot. But if I set the layout in place and I look through the window, it kind of looks like, I've got a little bit of a backdrop going on there. That'll probably look a little bit better once I kind of put a little bit more color in there, and get some light from above in there. But just having fun with it. So what I'm probably going to do is I have some really matte sky blue, so I'm just going to go up and top here. I'm just going to make what looks like some clouds, and kind of make it look like the wall back there is a backdrop for Phil's little train layout, and I'll go from there, see what it looks like. So I'll come back once I get a little bit of sky blue in there, and see if I mess it up or not, and see what it looks like. Okay, I'll be back soon. Hi everyone, I'm back. So what I've done here is I have added a little bit of blue to the sky, just to make it look like it has some clouds in there. Just a basic little backdrop. I just put some little bit of brown in there just to make it look like trees in the background, and just a basic job. But it is a super mini train layout, so I'm not overly fussy picky about that. For the layout, so what I have now is, and there it is. So at the moment, I've got 3 engines, a little tiny lake in the middle. I've got the track going around in circles. 3 engines, bunch of little cars on there. I've painted them up a little bit. So once that paint dries a little bit, I will come back and I will just use, I don't know, maybe I'll use a marker or something just to add some little windows on there, and put the wheels on, make it look like it is actually a train, just give it just a tiny little bit more of detail, and then I'll glue it in place, and I'll show you what it looks like through the window. And I think that's going to be a nice little mini addition to Phil's train layout store. So I will set that down for now. I will come back in a few hours, and I'll add the final details to the little super mini train, and then show you what it looks like after that. Hi everyone, I'm back. So I now have the mini train layout completed and all painted, and a little bit of details added in. Let's see if I can get this to focus here for you. So it's really hard to get the little tiny details in there, but I just used a felt tip marker to make it look like it has wheels on it going around. Just added a little bit of color, and that's about it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, I'm going to glue it onto there, and with the back seam that I have in place, and as soon as I get that put into place, I'll come back and show you the completed model. So I'm back. So I have everything in Phil's train layout completed. It's actually really hard to see in there, so I can show you everything that I've done because it's really hard to get the lighting to behave itself, so I can show you what it actually looks like in there, because I don't have the lighting in the ceiling yet in any of these. I was going to be putting that in last, but I will try to take some still shots and be able to show you what it looks like on the inside. Maybe I can get some lighting in there a little better. But so for the most part, I think it looks really good. There's a lot of good detail in there. You know, on the backdrop of the layout and everything else. Sorry about going out of focus there. But I think this little strip plaza has a lot of life in it, a lot of detail. I actually enjoyed doing it. You know, I'm actually now that I've got this one completed, I'm actually looking forward to working on that one there some more and get more done with it, and we'll go from there. Well, thank you for watching Phil's train layout. I've actually been enjoyed making videos for you, showing you some of the things that I have been doing, some of the things that I've been creating, and you know, I hope some of the things that I've been doing inspire some other people to get a little bit more creative. And I certainly have been inspired by other modelers to increase my creativity and add a bunch of extra details. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for any future videos that I put up. Stay safe, everybody, and thank you for watching.